What's going on, y'all? Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. So I saw a video on another channel. A guy was talking about Titan hose reels, and they just weren't going to use them anymore. And just a couple things about it. I want to, with any hose reel manufacturer, there's going to be lots and lots of different kinds of hose reels. And obviously the basic ones are going to be basic, and the top of the line ones are going to be much better. None of them are perfect. They all have their flaws and whatnot. So, Titan hose reels, and again, with Cox, Summit, whatever else, most of them have the same kind of options. We have right here is just what's called a basic U, or U-shaped one. What they have, so it's just going to mount straight to the bottom. You're going to see these on a lot. This is actually taken off of a Bandit system from Pressure Tech. Power Wash Store uses them. PowerWash.com uses them. The main reason why so many people get onto Titan is because of the stainless steel, so you can run bleach through it and not destroy it. Over here, so these, they don't have a way to lock them. So if you've got this on a trailer, when you're done with it, you can hook this on a bungee, keep it secured. They'll have the stainless steel swivel. Some of them will have the Titan swivel. I know a lot of guys that'll upgrade them to a Osmatic, whatever stainless steel swivel you've got on the outside. Most of them are going to come with 1/2-inch plumbing, and then you're going to adapt it whether you're using 1/2-inch pressure hose, which I would say is not the norm. 3/8 is probably going to be your norm for most times. You just do a 1/2-inch to 3/4 or to 3/8 adapter. This one, you can see the handle's a little bit bent. I quite frankly think that's from us knocking this reel over at some point. Over here on the sides, you got these wing nuts. These wing nuts, and you see that one's really nice and loose. That's how you add friction to it, so that when you're reeling or unreeling it, or really when you're unreeling it, so that it doesn't come all the way super fast off of there. I goofed on one of my Summit reels that I'd gotten from Rush Johnson a while back, and I took off the tensioner on there, which was actually just a wire that's basically used. I was like, oh, this is silly. This is gonna wear a hole in it. Well, it was designed to slow it down. So again, just reel it up. You can tighten, loosen, whatever. You can also, these bolts are just holding it, the actual piece in place, but this is what's actually giving it friction. And I'm not sure if there was originally a top piece, but some of them will have a piece up top and bottom. So then the next step up is going to be your full frame. These ones are stackable. So something like this, which we have our water hose on. This is a 28-inch monster one. It does have the lock on it. Now you see this, obviously it's much bigger plumbing, right? We decided when we were getting some of these, actually I was waiting on the electric ones to come in. I said, Russ, I just got to go ahead and get this build going. What do you have? And he had some 1-inch plumbing ones. So I said, go ahead and send those to me. And of course, like as soon as they got shipped or arrived, I got a notification that the other ones were finally in stock and were about to ship. Again, the setup here, so you've got the full frame. So this can be mounted front and back. You're going to be able to get a little bit more torque on it. Again, 1-inch plumbing on this. We've got our lock. This, if you ever have it happen in here, if you ever have to replace the manifold, you just undo these bolts. Contrary to what my friend Connor said one day, those bolts are not going to shrink. It will always fit on there. You can also see this has got the 90-degree 1-inch fitting, and then we've got the stuff reduced down there. So then below here, most of our rigs, we have 2 electric and 1 manual reel on them. I haven't gone full electric just because it also, I think, quite frankly, helps my guys appreciate the fact that they have electric for the other ones. So down here are my Titan ones. You can get them with or without a hose guide. You can get them with the one where it'll have this extra roller up top, so you'll have all the hose going through there. I really like these with the hose guides, and then once we're done, we put it on the outside of it. But if we're reeling it off and on, we're gonna do that. This one still has its default one, which I'll show you what we did with that in a second. But I always like to, instead of having this hung out here, we drape it over the side. That way, when we close the door, we're not clipping it, having it fall off there. So with it being an electric hose reel, you've got a chain guide in there. You've got your big motor, and some of them you'll have solenoid. I actually have removed the solenoid, and I'm sure somebody's going to say that's not good, but we may burn up a couple of the switches. But what we've done on these is we actually put a circuit breaker on it. So when we want to, now I can reel that up. I don't want to really reel it up much. But I can go ahead and press that button. That way, kid walks by, homeowner walks by, they can't turn it off or on. This one's got 1/2-inch plumbing. You can see we've got a different swivel. This is the Mosmatic Super Swivel. On this side, for our pressure fittings, we actually have it on the far side. We may change that at some point, just for ease of access. Just the way we were trying to run it originally, that was the best spot on that other side, and then we quickly changed our minds there. Obviously, the manual U-shaped one is going to be your cheapest option. Then you've got the hand crank with a full frame, and then you've got these stackable kits. Now, usually it's going to be sold. You've got your base model, you've got your add on the hose guide, add on the stack kit. Those things are all extra. Ultimately, guys, I've had Summit, I've had Cox reels, Hannay, Titan. A lot of what we have right now is Titan. What we replaced on the on drag on our flatbed truck was some Summit reels, I believe. We got a good deal, and they were available much sooner than the Titan ones. Titan's a good brand. They do get backed up, which kind of makes it difficult to support all the time, because it is ridiculous when you're waiting for forever for these things. And there's just a regular garden hose reel. But obviously they're all going to range in price depending on which vendor you're getting them from. You can get some of those, just the U-shaped ones, for $100-200, maybe $250. These ones are going to be more expensive, and these ones are usually about $600. You're also going to find that when you upgrade in size on them, there's not a huge difference in price, because all they're really doing, the internal core of these is a big PVC pipe tube. So all they're doing is just having an extra 4 inches of metal there. The frame, everything else is exactly the same. So you're only seeing like a $20 or $30 difference. I probably should have bought the 22s or 24-inch options of these instead of the 28s. But when I was building this truck, it was go big or go home, and I went big. So the biggest problem is that we originally used to have that hot box unit right up front, and it kind of made it difficult to get off and on the truck. So anyways, have a great day, guys. Again, whatever hose reels you're looking at getting, it's going to be an upgrade from what you've got right now. You want to make sure that just speeds up your life. It looks more professional. And also, if you're doing multiple jobs a day, you're going to really, really enjoy having that electric hose reel. It makes it a lot simpler. So have a great day, and saves your shoulders too.